ready.
Man, that is going to be a slobber knocker of a game right there.
In all my time, I don't remember somebody scoring 4.
Yeah, if I use a word, jetapult, it's actually a word. People don't realize it.
Good try. No soup for you.
Trey, go get you some wax beans and
soup for the deli, I know.
yeah, go get you some wax beans and have a good day, man. First downs for Central Clay for 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Roll call with a spidget.
Roll call, a spidget.
Spidget.
A spidget.
Got Metallica. Loud.
Larry Locke.
That's
How about that?
was he gigging me?
No, yeah, he was gigging you. That's beautiful.
Unbelievable.
You recognize that music?
Yeah, I do. I was about to say Metallica, but that's
the
Masters
Masters theme song right there, man. Well. The comeback is complete.
Incredible.
Wally, in grand fashion, the comeback is complete. And I'm talking, the man won the Masters for the 5th time today. Tiger Woods is your Masters champion. Hope you got to watch it. And get this now. On a surgically repaired, fused back. 18 months ago, he was limping around, didn't even know if he could turn his torso or hip or anything. Now he's 5th time Masters champion.
Wearing the green jacket.
I mean, good Lord. Everybody wrote him off as a has-been 18 months ago. Is this the best comeback story in sports? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking.
I rank it up there pretty high.
Whew, man. Did you get to see much of it?
I did. I mean, we did get to see the power
out.
The power was out for a little bit.
A lot,
but
yes. I bet the ratings were just awful.
Yeah, probably nobody's watching it in the nation.
They won't ever show it again, will they?
I doubt it. No, but
I think a few people probably watched.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, good gravy.
All the texts. Heck, we're texting back and forth. You know.
I know, man. I tell you, man. My St. Mark's Episcopal Church service, along with several other local churches, the service was canceled today due to the mayor requesting citizens stay inside and off the roads. And plus, Pine Street, Three Notch, and College Street were hit really bad over there by the tornadoes this morning that came through the north side of Troy and right over there by my church. It was just really bad. But Wally, we're so lucky here in Troy that with all the devastation and damage that went on in Troy this morning, nobody has reported any serious injuries.
That is a blessing, man.
I mean, that's just a blessing. And our thoughts, mine and Wally's thoughts and prayers go out to all the neighborhoods that were affected this morning. I mean, hopefully all the neighborhoods recover quickly, get the trees sawed up and the power lines back up. The city did a great job. I want to thank the city of Dothan for coming down and helping
out
and getting the power back on. And Hunter's Mobile Home Park was hit really hard. They had really some eye-popping photos coming out of Mobile Home Park.
Yeah.
The Hunter's Mountain Mobile Home Park.
OCAP, their top came off.
The roof came off the liquor store.
Yeah,
on Three Notch.
Yeah, their thing. Jeez. And heck, and Coach Smart right up the street from us.
Yep.
Big old tree.
Brunson fell from the Brunson's house, went over there.
Good gracious.
Sure did.
Man,
sure did. Well,
terrible.
our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody. But back to the golf. Look at here. Tiger Woods hat. That's my Tiger Woods hat. I brought my Tiger Woods hat. All I can say is wow. Just wow. Now that hat's been worn now. That ain't a shelf hat now. That hat right there has been through the ringers of the Detroit Country Club golf course many a day.
I was gonna try to find my Masters hat that I bought when you and I went years ago, and I cannot find that thing.
Man, you gotta find
you got it,
man. No, I don't got it. No, I ain't got it.
Thought for sure you did.
Man, and let me tell you something else about Tiger. Wally, Tiger didn't just beat any old set of players or some mere PGA field of players. The Masters has a formula in place to where they do their best to get the hottest and the players that are doing the best in the last 12 months, the hottest players on the planet in Augusta, Georgia this week. So the people that qualified to play this weekend were the top players in the last 12 months. Every now and then you'll see a Japanese tour guy play really well. Every now and then you'll see a European tour guy play real well, i.e. Molinari today. But this is, the formula is for the world, and that's why they call it the Masters. In Augusta, Georgia, in April, the hottest players in the last 12 months show up and get it on at Augusta National. That's who Tiger beat today. He didn't just beat a regular old PGA Tour event field.
Mm-hmm.
He beat the people that were supposedly the hottest in the world right now. Man. That's incredible. With a fused back.
You know, and Neil, I was telling you this right before the show started. I think I won't say every, but I say 95% of the gallery that was there was rooting
for him.
When that poor guy hit his ball in the water, and then you hear cheers.
I know. I felt sorry.
I felt so sorry for him, but everybody was pretty much.
I did too, man. I felt sorry for him because that was on number 12 tee box. There was a big grandstand right behind number 12 tee box. And there were some people clapping and hooping.
Yeah, you know, I was wondering what's going through his mind. I bet he was saying, I just lost about $1 million.
More than that.
$1 million
More than that. But
shot.
man, I'm going to tell you, man, it was Tiger's first major victory in 11 years. It was his first green jacket since 2005. It was his 5th green jacket. Wally, 5 makes him one short of Jack Nicklaus's record of 6 green jackets. And he's now 3 majors short of Jack's record of 18. That was his 15th. And I'll tell you this, Tiger's 43 years old. And who is anyone to say he's done? Look what he did this weekend. Who is anyone to say he's done? He just may break Jack's record. He may tie it. It's a long shot. It's a long shot. Tiger's 43. He's getting older every day. Father Time wins every time. Father Time and gravity are undefeated. Father Time and gravity are undefeated. But don't count him out. I'm telling y'all. The man is just so talented. He's just so talented. Don't count him out. He's now 3 majors short of tying Jack Nicklaus, and he's only 43 years old. Look at Phil Mickelson's, what is it, Phil, 46, 47, and he's still competitive every weekend.
Very competitive.
I mean, he can win. But, man, Tiger shoots 70 in round 1. He's barely on the leaderboard after round 1 at 2 under. He's hitting irons. He's just plotting along. Today, on Sunday, he played smart like a savvy veteran. It was so fun to watch. He hit some irons off some tee boxes. He hit the middle of the greens just to have manageable putts. He watched his 2 playing competitors, Molinari and Tony Finau, hit their balls in Ray Creek on number 12. What did he do? Molinari and Finau were going pin hunting. Tiger steps up there, 2 balls in the water, hits it in the middle of the green, got a 40-footer, just left of the pin, middle of the green, takes his par. He goes on, he makes birdie on 13 and 15. Then, Wally, we saw the old Tiger come out. We saw the old Tiger emerge. And you could see it in his eyes. You could see it in his walk. When he walked from 15 to 16 on that tee box, where they skipped the balls across the water, that's number 16, he pulled out an 8-iron and absolutely stoned it.
Stoned it right there.
Almost made a hole-in-one. He almost aced the hole. And you could just see it in his eyes. He said, I'm going to birdie this par 3, and it is mine. And this, just like the old Tiger, I could see it in his eyes, man. It was like jumping back 15 years on number 16 tee box. And after he birdied number 16, took the 2-shot lead, everybody melted. They hung that score on the scoreboard on number 18.
Yeah, you could hear it.
The whole place erupted. And everybody else that was playing the course looked up at the scoreboard and said, well, he's done it again.
He done it again.
And it was over.
Somebody was teeing off, and then he had to stop.
Back off.
Because they heard the roar.
They updated the scoreboard on number 18. But let me tell you, man, it was so over at that point. When he almost hit the hole-in-one on 16, it was so over. He melted all the other players right there. All he had to do was get through number 18 and just lay up in front of the green and make a little bogey to win it.
Well, let me tell you something. One day, Augusta National Golf Club's going to have enough money where they can buy some electronic scoreboards. I remember I put that on Facebook. I heard that from a lady one time.
I don't see
serious. You know,
some people thought you were serious.
Well, maybe, raise some dues, do some assessments to get some electronic scoreboards.
I don't see Augusta National having an electronic scoreboard.
Is that not just the most holy place?
It
is
is
so beautiful.
I've been over there twice. Been lucky enough to go twice, and it really is just something special.
Hey, but I got to read something that Holly, my wife, put on Facebook. Well, she forwarded it, but this talks about Tiger. This was on Facebook. It says, being great is one thing. Being great after falling out of grace takes twice as much work and 10 times as much courage. That's the good stuff in life. That's why a bunch of old dudes got teary-eyed today watching that.
Absolutely.
Isn't that true?
Spot on.
And even though I saw some
Absolutely.
people making fun of him, somebody had his
Sure. There's always going to be a few.
his photo when he got a DUI and all that. But what my wife put on there on that forward message, is that not the truth? I mean,
I'm telling you.
you just get
Absolutely.
as an adult, just get choked up.
I did. I got emotional.
Yeah,
I didn't cry.
Yeah,
But it was surreal.
Cause we all have trials and tribulations in our life.
Yeah.
And
I thought he was done.
oh yeah, I mean I did too. We used to joke about it a lot, you know.
Yeah.
But somebody had always said that he's never done, and that was Tony Mitchell, the club.
Yeah.
He'd always, I'd say, "Oh, Tiger's done." He says, "Wally never found that man out."
He's that talented. That's what Tony always said. You're right.
Good
You're right.
gracious.
And I want to throw this in. Not a lot of people probably paid a lot of attention to this, but I do. The committee, the tournament committee, and the weathermen got together overnight, late last night, and they monitored the weather to the point that they knew when it was going to roll into Augusta. And here's what they did. They paired them in threes instead of twos. They played threesomes today instead of twosomes. They teed off at 7:30 a.m. this morning. Every competitor teed off at 7:30 a.m. this morning. They didn't systematically tee them off. Half the field teed off on number 1, and half the field teed off on number 9. On number 10, I'm sorry. And of course, the leaders teed off on number 1. And they were able to get that tournament in on Sunday at Augusta, like it's supposed to be. And then that took some coordinating. That took some guts. That took some, you tell the best players in the world, you got to get up at 5 a.m. and start hitting range balls.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them said that on their interviews too, play good all week, you're supposed to get rewarded to sleep, to lunch, this and that. But, hey, they finished the Masters on Sunday, where the entire nation and the entire world could come home from church and see the ending. And what a storybook ending it was. And think about this. These other little PGA events, they'd have rolled that son gun over to Monday. They'd have sold parking again. They'd have sold concessions again. They'd have sold T-shirts again. They'd have sold umbrellas. They'd have sold new chairs. They see a Sunday rain out. I say, hey, let's bring them all back on Monday and do it all again.
Do it all again.
And hey, the accountants and the owners love that.
Oh, yeah.
But not at Augusta National.
Not Augusta, buddy.
We're doing it on Sunday. We're going to get it in, and it's going to be historic. And that's the way we do it here at Augusta. And we'll charge you $1 for a pimento cheese sandwich. And that's the way they do it.
And I ate
and
plenty
that
of them when we were there.
is historical. We'll take our first break of the night. We'll be right back.
Hey, you gonna eat your cornbread? Well, leave customers alone out here at Southern Roots. It's all you can eat. All you can eat cafeteria style. Come out here to Southern Roots, go pay, and get your own plate. Sir, I'm sorry. Wally's trying to eat everybody's cornbread. Southern Roots, all you can eat, cafeteria style. Every day at lunch, also on Thursday and Friday nights. What are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort? I'm about to circumcise this dog. Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with a spade and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort. Hey.
Mr. Neal, is this the crazy guy that does the sports show with you?
Yes, it is. Wally, what are you doing up here at Globe? How long has he been up here?
He's been up here for like an hour, and he hasn't moved, and he's scaring off the customers.
Wally, I know you said you were going to Globe to get Holly a birthday present, but you're taking this a little bit into extremes, don't you think? Acting like a mannequin? We're going to have to call the law. Come to Globe for all your needs. Up on the square. Globe Boutique. Man, what are you doing at pine straw down here in my Jap maple orchard?
Oh, Neil, man, I'm going to have your Japanese maple orchard look like Augusta International, baby.
Man, if you want your yard to look like Augusta International, you need to call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing, 465-0600. The grass is starting to get green.
Everything's starting to bud. My Jap maples are all blooming. Call Blake Turner, Returner Mowing, 465-0600. Oh my God.
Hey Neil, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here in Crows and Brundage. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen in Crows and Brundage?
Oh man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
And they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the sauce. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundage. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundage.
Who's that?
Third eye blind.
Third eye blind.
Now somebody, I don't know. I don't know.
Blind melon.
Blind. I knew it was something blind.
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 Three-eyed blind.
Something.
What type of honey
I don't
dog?
know, man. That's some weirdo music right there.
That's one hit wonder, man.
That's
Didn't
right.
you say we were going to do a one hit wonder program one
yeah,
time?
Yeah. What happened to Mick Fleetwood?
You mean
The golfer, Mick.
Tommy
Fleetwood.
Tommy
What happened to him, man? He made the cut, didn't he?
He made the cut. He just couldn't. There he is.
Look.
Lowry. He couldn't putt.
He needs a haircut.
Well, I don't know about the haircut deal, but he just couldn't putt.
The golf guy's not going to let him win in Augusta with that hair.
Man, I was hoping I thought, man, as good as he was playing the last 3 weeks,
He has been
especially
pretty
at the
good.
PGA
Yeah.
Championship or the Players
Down it on it.
Yeah. Good gracious, man, I just cannot believe that.
Well, he was -2, finished 32nd.
It's all right. Hey,
That's
you know,
all right.
I was going to ask you something.
He did play the weekend, though.
Was this the most ever in the field? I mean,
I think so.
I think it was like they said 67 or 68.
Yeah, it was. It was. It's the way it fell. It's the way it fell. Before we go any further, we need to recognize our sponsors.
Yeah, pay the bills.
Letting us sit up here and have all this fun and
Oh, yeah.
talk to you about all these sporting events. The Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen, Turner Mowing. Give Blake a call, 465-0600. The Alabama Real Estate Connection, Charles Henderson Athletic Foundation, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, the Crease Agency, the Pig Cafe, Deep South Apparel. Here's the Deep South Apparel with Pete Van Horn in Montgomery, Severo, Ralph Baker, Hastings and Reeves, attorneys at law, Crows of Brundage. Go get you some of that special sauce down there. It's unbelievable. All-Star Collision, Jones Medical Supply. Want to recognize Jason for getting the Reader's Choice Award.
Yeah. Sure.
For getting the best medical supply in the local area. Health Actions, the UPS Store, Hooks Barbecue, Southern Roots Restaurant, now open on Thursday and Friday nights, all you can eat. Hooks Barbecue, Marco's Pizza, Troy Eye Care, Preston's Steakhouse, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Give Matt Johnson a call. Starting to get hot. Better get that air conditioner checked out. Pike County Ford, Mama Goldberg's on the square, Road Mart, Troy Bank and Trust, Glow Boutique on the square, Birds Drugs on the square, P.S. Falk Furniture and Enterprise. Thank you, Andy Falk, for sponsoring our show. The Bruce Matthews Law Firm in Enterprise, Wise Office Supply, K. Rose Fitness, right across the street from Captain D's, kind of right there, just beside Beds. Was it Beds Express?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, right beside Chick-fil-A. K. Rose Fitness right there. Give them a call. Check them out. All your fitness needs, one-on-one. If you want one-on-one treatment, go check them out right there. K. Rose Fitness.
Need a beach body.
Beach body.
Yeah,
go see them. They can hook you up. And those are our sponsors for the show. And before we go any further, I want to congratulate Shane Griffin. He works for the city, went to school with us. And he won our Preston's March Madness bracket contest that was happening all during the month of March. And he beat out our old buddy Diamond Dave. They went to what I call sudden death. And in the tiebreaker, he lost to Shane Griffin. Shane wins a $25 Preston's gift card for him and his wife to go enjoy a lovely dinner or lunch, whatever they want to do, at Preston's gift card. And we had 54 players in our March Madness bracket contest, and we appreciate those 54 players enjoying the bracket contest, and we'll try to do more stuff like that in the future. That was fun, wasn't it?
That was a lot of fun, man. We had a good time doing that.
And also, we got a special caller coming up late in just a little while.
Mr. Dennis Gale, who is the promoter for Continental Wrestling, that is graciously going to let Neil and myself come down there and do a live show on Saturday night, May 11th.
That's right.
And he's going to call in and just tell our viewing audience, get a rundown of all that. And I'm pumped up about that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, we got that supervisor guy running around with the mask on.
Man, there's been sightings all over.
I know. But it's going to be a good time. But Mr. Dennis is going to give us a call, hopefully around about 6:30, and talk to us a little bit.
Give us give the audience a little insight, a rundown of everything that's going to be going on.
Exactly.
And I'm looking forward to that. There he is. Look at that. You see him?
I saw him. I don't know who that dude is.
And Bulldog Johnny thinks he got it figured out.
I know.
But anyway.
And I hope, I think I sent David a picture of Cowboy Dennis Gale. So maybe when he calls, we can put his picture up there. So.
Yeah. Hey, last Monday night, had a little basketball game.
Oh, yes, sir.
I was out in Dallas. Appreciate Doug Branson filling in for me last.
Hey, Doug, was that the Masters?
I saw him. I didn't see him, but I saw where he was at the Masters on Facebook. And
you would think since we let him come on the show that
we'd hook us up.
He'd hook us up and say, "Hey,
golly, come on, Doug. Doug, you bring it? My God. Anyway, he was there. But last Monday night we had a little basketball game. It was the NCAA National Championship game. I was out in Dallas and I laid up in a. Man, when I get in a hotel room, I just see how cold I can get it.
Yeah, I like it so cold that a penguin would say, "Hey, cut it up just a little bit."
I was in Dallas in the Marriott, and I had it freezing cold. I was up under about 10 covers watching the NCAA basketball game on Monday night, and Virginia Cavaliers beat the Texas Tech Red Raiders, and it was a heck of a game. I mean, it really was a good basketball game. Went into overtime, just like you just said, and I'm gonna tell you though, I was pulling for Texas Tech.
I was too.
I
Big
know.
12 conference.
I know Virginia is an East Coast team, and I should have been pulling for Virginia. But the way the Auburn game went down at the end, I just could not. It was just sitting uneasy with me. The Auburn game, just the way it ended, just sat so uneasy with me. And it was a foul. Auburn fouled him on the three-point shot, no doubt. But it just sat so uneasy with me. I couldn't pull for Virginia. Couldn't pull for them. But, man, it was a heck of a game. Texas Tech made a great comeback. And then Virginia just kind of showed their dominance in the overtime, and they won it. So the Virginia Cavaliers are the national champions in NCAA Division I basketball. And congratulations to you Cavalier fans out there. I know they move around. And speaking of Auburn basketball, I saw where Bruce Pearl signed a new 5-year extension on his contract. So good for Auburn. He's going to be around 5 more years. And I also read where he's making $2.1 million.
They should have gave him a bigger salary than that.
Well,
I'm a Bruce Pearl
in
guy.
that same article, it stated that he was the 6th highest paid SEC coach. Is he the 6th best SEC coach? Top two, top three.
Because Calipari is
he's year in and year out.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I'm a Bruce Pearl fan.
Yep.
I like Bruce Pearl. I wish Alabama
I met
would've
Bruce
got
Pearl when me and you were on a travel trip one time.
Yeah, he stole our food. Remember that?
He was hungry, man.
No, they're players.
Yeah, I know
was
the players.
Tennessee.
Did.
Remember that?
Yeah, he was at Tennessee, and we were at the Opelika Marriott Conference Center. And Wally and I used to work conferences for the state judicial system. Wally still does that, but I used to play a part in that. And we were setting up for our day of conference in Opelika at the conference center at the RSA place there. And here comes Bruce Pearl. And the Tennessee Volunteers were playing Auburn that night. And they were up early and wanted some breakfast.
And they tore our buffet up.
They did. I remember that. But I got to meet Bruce Pearl, shake his hand, and got a picture with him, but I don't know where it is. We didn't have telephones back then.
Oh, I know.
You actually had to take a picture.
I'll tell you, I'm going to send a picture. I got a picture with Bruce Pearl and one of our judges at Tuscaloosa when they were playing Auburn.
Did you?
Last year. Nice guy, and I reminded him about the Tennessee gig that he stole our buffet.
And did he remember?
He didn't remember, but I was messing with him. But I'll get that picture.
But that's a true story right there now. Bruce Pearl was there talking to us at the hotel, and they were eating our breakfast. Because I told I said, hey, go ahead. We got plenty. But I don't take Cali like that.
No, I got chewed out. I got rode up for that. I appreciate that, though,
you
man.
did not.
Yeah.
You making that up.
No, man. Wally let some.
Lastly, on college basketball, Bruce Pearl, you didn't get in trouble for that. Lastly, on college basketball, Kentucky dodged a bullet. What they dodged was UCLA hiring John Calipari. They were on him. It was, he was in Los Angeles. They were doing everything possible to get John Calipari to come to Los Angeles, coach the UCLA Bruins. And Kentucky stepped up to the plate and signed Calipari to a lifetime contract. So John Calipari will retire a Kentucky Wildcat.
That's crap.
So they locked it down. And I'm thinking, does that set precedent?
Yeah, well, will this be a trend?
I mean, what, a lifetime contract? I mean, what is the athletic director going to do if Calipari wants to coach till he's 90 and he ain't no good anymore? What about these?
Hey, I got a lifetime
I got
contract.
a lifetime contract, buddy. You got to pay me. But anyway, they locked him down, and hey, good going. I mean, the agent did a good job. Got a lifetime contract.
Sexton was his agent.
I don't know who Sexton. He's a bunch of them though. But anyway, Calipari staying in Kentucky and not going to UCLA, and that may officially wrap up college basketball for the year until next year on the sports chat with Neil and Wally. You think?
So, I don't know, man.
I don't know. The NBA draft coming up, we might do a little something. What do you think?
Probably.
Maybe so, because Jared Harper from Auburn is, he can always come back, and he might not do his draft status and come back to Auburn. That might be a little story.
I heard Hero over in Kentucky. He's leaving.
And he could, yeah. So we may not be done. I'm gonna take that statement back. We may not be done with college basketball. So we'll keep the ears open on that. And let's hit on the American Alliance Football League.
Well, before we hit on the American Alliance Football League, we need to take a short commercial break.
And we'll be right back.
Moving on to the big time. What's going on, Monopoly man?
Oh man, Neil,
You got money going everywhere.
I have bought up every bit of Troy, Alabama, but I'm missing a few spots right down here. Who can I call?
Man, you need to call Toby and Dina Adams at the Alabama Real Estate Connection. They'll let you finish buying all of Troy and Pike County. They're the best agents in town. They will work the hardest to get you the best deal. Give them a call, 566-4765. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Hey, they're dealing at the Alabama Real Estate Connection.
Roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker. What kind of call is that? You can't see nothing. Yeah, I can't throw a football flag in a basketball game. Yeah, I can. You need to go get your eyes checked, like for real checked. Where at? Troy Eye Care. 566-7172. Troy Eye Care on Highway 87. Don't be calling basketball unless you get your eyes checked.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
Uh-oh.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Weenie Traver play, and I'm going to give him one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the state. Also, Best Catfish Awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're going to love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Traylor, you can't beat it down at the Old Barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What the heck? Playing with fidget spinner? What? Did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man, this girl right here playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You gained donuts?
Oh, Wally, what are you doing back here?
Oh, I'm steaming the sandwich.
That thing's hot now. You can tell. Hey, they serve hot, steamed sub sandwiches here at Mama Goldberg's in Troy, Alabama. And you will burn yourself on that steam. Hey, they got Rice Krispie treats, double doozy chocolate chip cookies, regular chocolate chip cookies, cakes in a cup, chili, potato soup, you name it. Great atmosphere. They have bands on Thursday nights. Come see them at Mama Goldberg's for a hot steam sandwich, Wally.
I can tell you.
Troy, Alabama.
We ain't got no music. I couldn't find what I
You
wanted.
couldn't find? I'll say do 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 do. Hey, I could do some
What
music
was
on,
that?
on my folk art stuff.
Okay.
I had a chicken that I did doing some hymns
Yeah.
on my chicken folk art
Yeah.
at Troy Fest.
Troy Fest is coming up next weekend.
Yeah, was it? No, it's not next
Not next,
weekend.
but the
It's
last
always
Saturday- the last Saturday in April.
Saturday in April.
Man, it's always a huge event, and
Have a good time. Okay, come out of tent, man. Neil will come by.
I'll be out. I'll be at Troy Fest a lot. My daughter will be twirling baton and dancing and all that. Wally will be set up selling his folk art, and it's just about a class reunion.
It is.
I mean, you get to see all your old classmates that ease in from Montgomery and ease in from Dothan, they ease in from Auburn, they ease in from Gulf Shores and Panama City, and you get to see. You get to see a lot of reunion people from back in your younger days in the
Heck
city of
yeah,
Troy.
man.
And it's a great event. And I'll tell you, man, our square here in Troy is something to be proud of right now. All the restaurants that are going up, B. Graves, Mama Goldberg's one of our sponsors, and Yanni's opening up their new Italian restaurant, Francesca's.
Oh, he's trying to hit me up on my. Let me tell you, I
What you
got
doing?
a piece I'm doing. It's gonna be my showcase piece.
Yeah.
It's about 10
You
feet
selling it?
long. Yeah, I'm gonna sell it, but Yanni wants to buy it from me. But I
Before
got
everybody gets to see it.
well,
He wants to put it in that new store.
dude, and half of it is oil, and the other half's acrylic. But it's called Parade Day, and it's that one side of the square.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of people in there. I got you in there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I got the mayor. He's
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
I mean, just folk art. But
Cool. That's cool.
I got you in there.
Come downtown, though, on the last Saturday, April, and visit and frolic, and hopefully the weather will be just perfect.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it is. And get to see everybody. And
A
get
lot
some,
of good artists. And I'm not saying I'm a good artist,
Yeah.
but they got a lot of traditional.
Dan Smith Brothers usually out there
Yeah,
doing his
Arthur.
paintings.
Oh,
Arthur,
man,
he's
good
talented.
stuff.
And
Good stuff.
Bird Drugs, get you some lemonade from Bird Drugs
Oh,
or a
heck
milkshake.
Yeah, milkshake. I
Oh
love
man, Mama Goldberg's, get you a sandwich for lunch or whatever. Or they'll have the what I call fair food,
But you know what I like? Mark Head and his
brittle,
brittle.
peanut brittle.
Man, I go
yeah.
there first thing because
Yes, sir.
he sells out.
Yeah, he sells out.
That's some good
Yep.
stuff, man.
It is, man.
That
They've
is
done
some
that
good-
several times. It's
Yeah.
great stuff.
Sure enough.
But hey, the American Alliance Football League.
Man,
Man,
that's just.
What in the world? They just folded up shop and gone. I read articles where some of the players were stuck with hotel room bills and gosh, man, they were rocking right along and all of a sudden, bam, they come up and just say it's over. Don't do anything today.
What do you think the common denominator was on that? Something.
Well, they blamed it on the NFL Players Association. That the
okay.
NFL Players Association was supposed to vote to allow certain alliances between that league and the practice squads, and it wasn't happening, and they just got mad. And but you know what? It all comes down to finances. It all comes down to finances. That first weekend, they had CBS and ESPN and an NFL channel, and the ratings were great, and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, they're gone. And that's something else, man, I tell you. And it was abrupt. It was abrupt. Those players were practicing football, and then they were told to go home. That was something else. But I tell you, I read that 44 players have either been brought in for workouts or signed with NFL teams. We got a caller there.
Hey, sports chat with Nell and Wally. Who we got here?
Wally, this is Cowboy Dennis Gale. How you doing, buddy?
Dennis Gale.
Good
What's
af-
up, man?
good
There we got his picture on the TV there. That's
Good afternoon, Mr. Gale. How are you today?
I'm good. How about y'all?
Doing well. Appreciate you calling in. Wally and I are really, really looking forward to the event down in Houston County.
Well, we're looking forward to having y'all. I think it's going to be a big one. I think it's going to be a good one.
Well,
So we're excited about it too.
well, Mr. Gale, tell the viewing audience some of the big wrestlers that are coming for the fanfare there that day.
Well, let's see here now. We got Jake Snake Roberts that'll be coming in. We've got Abdullah the Butcher that'll be coming in. We got Loverboy Dennis Condrey. We got Bobby Eaton. A new addition that's been added that people might not have seen yet is Randy Rhodes, Jerry Stubbs, Lord Humongous, Robert Fuller, Tennessee stud Ron Fuller, Jimmy Golden, Frankie Lancaster,
Yep.
Wildcat Wendell Cooley. I'll be there. If I didn't mention Jiving Jerry Stubbs, he'll be there. He used to be Mr. Olympia.
Yep.
And then we'll have some of our younger wrestlers that are there. I can't remember all of them by name. You're going to have to forgive me on that.
Oh, that's fine.
Dennis, just give us a little. You don't have to go into detail, but just a rundown of what all is going to transpire at the event and what people, if they show up, what can they expect?
Well, our front row ringside VIP, they'll start at 4 o'clock.
Mhm.
and if I'm not mistaken, those seats are already sold out.
Nice.
They'll the gates will open, and they can go in at 4, and they'll get an hour earlier to be with the wrestlers and talk to them and get their autographs and get their pictures taken. And then our second and third row ringside, they'll start at 5 o'clock, and they'll be able to go in and take pictures and get autographs. And then at 6 o'clock, the rest of the folks that are there will get in and be able to do the same thing. And there's also going to be some people like a referee that used to referee for Vince McMahon's daddy and him, Mr. Mac McMurray. I don't know if any of y'all saw that HBO on Andre the Giant.
I did. Oh, cool.
I do remember
there, sort of sandy-haired man. He'll be there to answer questions about any of the old-time wrestlers that used to be. We'll have some of the old NWA, WCW referees, Scrappy McGowan and Charlie Smith. And you know we're going to have that blind Larry Brock. The Fan Fest will go up to like 8 o'clock. Well, it'll go up to 8.
Yeah.
But about 7:15, there'll be a young lady that'll give the national. She'll do a country concert, and then she'll give the national anthem.
Okay.
And then matches will start, and there'll be a nice concession stand. It's an air-conditioned building. It's at the Peanut Festival Fairgrounds there in Dothan. Plenty of parking, plenty of space. It's just a family-oriented way for old and young alike to meet some of yesterday's stars and
man, I can't wait, Dennis.
Stars that are coming up.
Yeah, we are so pumped, and we're going to bring a caravan of folks down there just because they love watching our show, and we're so gracious you're going to let us do our live show there, and we're just pumped up about it.
It's going to be really neat.
Well, we're glad y'all coming, and I'll tell you what, and I'll let y'all decide how you want to do it, but we'll go ahead now, and I'll guarantee you 4. It'll have to be second row ringside because, like I told you, first row's already sold out. Y'all decide when and where you want to give them 4 tickets away on your show.
All right.
Now and, May the 11th, and you write that person's name down, call me, give it to me. I'll give it to the ticket ladies.
Gotcha.
And they'll make sure that those people, that person, will give them 4 ringside seats. That's $200. Let's see, that's $100 value.
Golly, 4 ringside seats.
Yes, sir. Like I said, now it'll have to be on second row because
Dennis,
you know already sold out.
You know
but
that
if you got somebody, however you want to do it on whatever night that you're having your show.
Yeah.
You just make sure that y'all get a hold to me. You want to get a hold to me, let me know their name, and I'll give it to the ticket lady, and 4 lucky people will be able to get in there.
Man, Dennis, you have just blown my phone up this week.
No,
there's going to be people wanting them tickets. It's going to be blown up, and we're going to have to give them away fair and square.
Can I win them, Dennis? Am I eligible to win them?
No.
No, Wally, you can't do that.
That's right.
Well, buddy, before we let you go, I do have one question for you. Now, I saw something on Facebook. You got to tell the viewing audience. You made Jerry Stubbs buy a ticket at your last event.
Well, Wally, I'm going to tell you something. I haven't posted all this yet. Me and Jerry Stubbs used to be really good friends. Okay, we go back 40 years, and I always liked Jerry. We seemed to be able to get along, and then somebody decided he wanted to take over a little bit. And it caused a little bit of confusion. So I sit there and I said, okay, you know what? I just won't put up with this. He can just stay at home. We won't have him at Fan Fest.
But he showed up anyway.
Well, the next thing I know, I'm being given some ultimatums, and he did present me with a letter that at 5 o'clock, and I had some people present him with a quick, you can be invited. But then, come to find out, he decided he'd come to one of the matches to see what kind of trouble he could start.
I got you.
And he turned around, and yes, he was going to have to buy a ticket. But then I asked the ticket lady, you know, did he come up there and buy it? How did he present one? Well, you also had some other people that came through the door with a ticket. And I knew we hadn't sold any general admission pre-sales because we sell ringside pre-sale, but we don't general admission.
Right.
And that snake went to where we do business, and it's in Houston County, it's in Dothan, Alabama, but I can't call any names. It's a publishing company there, a printing company that we've done business with since we've been in the wrestling business. And the young lady that owns the place, her and her husband, I went to school with her, and she knew that me and Jerry had been friends. And that heifer went down there, took one of our old tickets, got some printed up.
No, he didn't.
He is going to pay for that.
Oh, no.
Sit here and say too much about him right this minute. I do feel sympathy for him. He lost his father yesterday that I was told.
Oh, I did not know that.
And I hate that. I hate that for anybody.
Yeah.
But God forgive me, he's not going to like what I'm going to do to him and when it comes to Fan Fest. And it's going to be lights out, non-sanctioned. But it's time that he paid a price for some of the stuff he's doing.
Oh, my goodness.
like
So, see, folks, you got to come.
You got to be there.
May 11th.
Got to be there.
The National Peanut Festival, Building 3. And Dennis, again, we're up against time for our next commercial, but I thank you so much for calling us. And
I appreciate y'all.
And we're so excited about, yes, sir, we're so excited about being able to do our show there.
Dennis,
listen, and anytime that y'all need anything, or any of your listening audience, if y'all just look on the Facebook page, Continental Championship Wrestling /Dothan, we got a phone number on there, and if you need to call for information for tickets, anything else, or y'all need anything, Wally's got my phone number. If anybody needs any help, or anybody that you think needs any help, y'all let us know, and we'll be glad to help.
We'll forward that page on our page so everybody can see it, Dennis. We appreciate you calling, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, Dennis.
All right, y'all take care now.
Take care.
Sir.
See you, Mr. Gale.
All right. Legendary Dennis Gale.
Legendary Dennis Gale calling in. You know, Wally's a much bigger wrestling fan than me, but I am a wrestling fan. I had my time growing up where I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm looking really forward to this. But we're upside a break. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Wally, what are you doing at Road Market on 231 in Troy, man? What are you doing that time? Oh, Neil, I'm going to put some 25s on this bad boy. Oh, Lord, 25s? Yeah. They can make 25. They can do specialty rims at Road Mart here in Troy, Alabama. They also do brake work and change your oil, anything under the hood here at Road Mart on 231. And they can even get Wally some 25s for his later. 566-3413, Road Mart on 231. Wally, what are you doing in that Mustang GT 350 out here at Pike County Ford?
Man, I'm about to buy this sweet ride and hit 231 and put my fuzz buster on there, bro.
Man, you're going to need a fuzz buster in that thing. Is that a 5-speed manual shift?
Yeah, it is. 5-speed like a race car, man.
Sweet ride. Look at the clutch, everything, man. Hey, up to $5,000 more than Kelly Blue Book value on your trade-in. Come see them at Pike County Ford. They're dealing. Wally, what you got there?
Hey, man, I'm fishing for sharks, dude.
Cane pole and wigglers?
Oh, heck yeah, man. When you wear deep south apparel,
you look good, you feel good, you can fish good. Well, I got on deep south
apparel. What you got? I got a big shark. Could be Charles's cousin.
With a cane pole. Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel. Look for him on Facebook. Deep South Apparel. You might catch a shark. Wait a minute. Break it. Broke. The shark broke the hook. We're going to get him next time. Good morning, everybody. This is Neil from Sports Chat with Neil and Wally. It's time for my morning biscuit. I want you to look how big that biscuit is. I'm going to put this butter on that biscuit. Came from the Pig Cafe out on North 3 Notch. Go see Yanni. Get you a real biscuit. Hey, Wally.
Hey.
What you got there?
Where'd you get that biscuit at?
This is Pig Cafe on North 3 Notch. Where'd you get that?
Oh, man, 231, one of those big box chain stores out there.
Man,
they even got a paper straw.
Man, look at the size of that little thing. Look at
it.
Right. I'm about to put butter on this. It's 3 times the size of that.
I should have gone see Yanni.
Go to the Pig Cafe on North 3 Notch or call them for catering, 334-770-0134. Get a real biscuit.
Don't want a wimpy biscuit.
Wally, where you been? Yeah, man.
Deal, I've been across the street
Good
over
Lord,
there.
what are you gonna do with all that?
I traveled across the street over there. The line was out the door, man. And I saw the UPS store, so I thought I'd come in here and see
Well, I'm
if I
glad
could
you
get
came
the
to the
mail.
UPS store.
Good, where to the UPS store? Let me help you with that.
Good, look at this, man. Can you help him mail all this?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Good deal.
I'm
Hey,
taking everything for you.
Grade A customer service at the UPS store. Give them a call today, 566-9470. Don't go across the street. Go to the UPS store for all your copying, printing, and shipping.
Hey. Cheap Trick. That's who that is. There's 1,000 versions of this song, but this one is Cheap Trick. Yeah. Did they write it? Yeah, it's good. Is it? Yeah. I want you. That's an old one out there. You like that?
That's probably what, 80s, early 80s?
Early 80s. Early 80s, really.
That might be the walkout song for the supervisor guy.
You think so?
Yeah.
Back to the American Alliance Football League. 44 players. Oh, look at that. There he is. 44 players have been picked up or working out or signed with the NFL teams. So the AAF was some good for 44 players. Mm-hmm. And one of those 44 was Troy University's own and Gulf Shores native quarterback Brandon Silvers. His stellar play for Memphis in those last couple of games got him a workout with the New York Jets. And the Jets, after the workout, signed him. And we want to take this opportunity on our show. And Brandon watches all along.
He does.
He told me on Facebook he watches all along. I want to mention best of luck to Brandon. Go get him. Hey, you were something special here at Troy University for 4 straight years. And there ain't no reason why you can't be something special for the New York Jets. And that's the bottom line. That's just the way I feel about it.
Oh, yeah.
And so good luck to Brandon Silvers.
I'll be rooting for him.
Gulf Shores native and Troy University great. And something good came out of the American Alliance Football League for him.
Exactly.
Sure did. And that's something special right there. And hey, since we're talking about football, this is going straight on into college football.
Lot of spring games.
It was. And Auburn and Alabama both played the spring games yesterday. And for Auburn, quarterback Joey Gatewood looked to be the number 1 quarterback, and Bo Nix looked to be the number 2. Both took reps with the first team offense. Wide receivers that looked good were Seth Williams and Matthew Hill. Running backs that looked like they had a good day were Booby Whitlow, DJ Williams, and Harold Joyner. Harold Joyner is kind of a slash player. He's going to be slot. He's going to be wildcat. He's going to be running back, wide receiver. He's kind of going to be the slash player. And the offensive line, every single starter is returning for Auburn on the offensive line. So they're just miles ahead of right now where they were last year right now. So they said the offensive line was really impressive in the spring game, and they should be if all 5 are returning, you know? Mm-hmm. Don't you think so? Alabama also had their A-Day game yesterday. And
Tua looked patooey.
Well, that's what I read in the highlights. I didn't get to see any of Alabama's A-Day scrimmage. I saw a couple of highlights, but I read a couple of articles getting ready for our show tonight. And what I read was that Tua was not consistent at all, and it kind of reminded everybody of the national championship game.
I'm going to tell you now, he looked lethargic, and he also looked like me.
Like you.
Gained a bunch of weight.
He looked like he gained weight?
Yeah.
It wasn't from weightlifting, though?
I don't know. He just looked, it just wasn't. Well, it's not who we think he is.
Well, the article I read said it reminded him of the national championship game, the way he played in the national championship game, where he made some terrible reads and some really bad throws.
He threw a duck one.
Maybe he just had a bad game, but that's what they're printing on all the articles I'm reading anyway. But you know what? Freshman receiver John Mechie caught everyone's eye yesterday from what else I was reading, and he seems to be the freshman sensation this year. Waddle was the freshman sensation last year, but this John Mechie, really opened everybody's eyes in the spring game yesterday. And heck, fire. Alabama's already loaded at the wide receiver position anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, how could a freshman catch everybody's eye? They got Waddle coming back, Jerry Jeudy coming back, Smith coming back, Ruggs is coming back. My gosh, those guys were studs last year.
But you got to have a quarterback to get it to you.
Well, I mean, Tua had a really, really good year.
Go ahead,
but
I'm saying it right now, I'm kind of worried.
Are you?
Yeah, I
Just because he stunk it up in the spring game.
I'm telling you, he did not look too a guess.
All right. Well, give him a chance.
Okay.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance. I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right. I think maybe the plays were kind of vanilla and they were trying to protect him a little bit, maybe, or something. I don't know. Yeah. But the article really did say he didn't look really great. And another thing that stood out for Alabama yesterday was on the defensive side of the ball. This is what I read now. I didn't see it. Alabama had 9 different players have a sack in the scrimmage yesterday. 9 different players had a sack in the scrimmage yesterday. That might have been why Tua couldn't complete a pass.
I'll tell you one thing. In the white team, which Tua was on, lost to the Crimson team.
Yeah.
And they said that was like the first time in a long
Well, if he was running for his life with 9 sacks, then my gosh, how could he play quarterback? But and I'm going to say this, 9 different sacks by 9 different people. We talking 5-star offensive linemen here. Alabama don't have a shabby offensive line. That's really impressive for Alabama's defense. That's a heck of a stat line right there for Alabama's defense. And Troy, their spring game is set for April the 20th, right over here in the vet. Veterans Memorial Stadium at Larry Blakeney Field. Don't have a time for that. It's usually in the morning, like 10:30, 11. And but we'll get a time for that before the 20th and let you know. But make plans to be at the Troy spring game on April the 20th. And spring football. Hey, it's a countdown to fall camp now.
Oh, man.
Before you know it, they get them summer workouts. It'll be fall camp to be starting. But
and then the high school will start this week.
Yep, and the dates for the spring jamboree are May the 7th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. It's the Troy Cable Spring Jamboree over here at the vet, and the Troy Cable Spring Jamboree, and there'll be some big-time schools coming in. It ought to be fun. Wally and I are going to get to commentate a bunch of the games. Yeah. We won't get to commentate all of them, but a bunch of them. And May the 16th, 17th, and 18th. There'll be some big-time high school football right here in Troy, Alabama. Don't miss it.
Yeah, it's
and it'll be really great. And heck, spring training for the high schools is going on now, and I mean it's exciting. We'll be fall football camp before you know it. You know.
And Neil, I tell you, we got one more break. We got to talk baseball because guess what?
Let's get the break out of the way. We'll be right back. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neil, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neil, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Hey, Neil, man, what are you doing up here at Health Actions on the traction machine?
Oh, man.
Man, it says it's stretching you.
Oh, well, I'm trying to get about 2 inches more taller, Neil.
Man, this is not to get taller. This is for people with back pain. They try to decompress the spine. It helps your back pain, your lower back pain. It's an incredible piece of machinery up here at Health Actions, and you're in here trying to use it to get taller? Are you serious? Are you kidding? Oh, the bell's for it. That means it hurts. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Hey, Neil, what's going on, brother?
What are you doing with that wood?
Oh, man, my neighbor's out of town, so I'm going to fire me up a barbecue pit right here.
Wait. I don't think this is a barbecue pit.
Yeah, it is a barbecue pit. I'm hungry, man, so I'm going to make some barbecue.
Haven't I told you, call Hooks Barbecue, 808-8008 for all your barbecue needs. Go through the drive-thru, get you some ribs, get you some barbecue. What are you doing at James Farrell's house? This is not a barbecue.
I think it's a barbecue grill.
That is not a barbecue grill. All your catering needs when your family comes home, 808-8008, Hooks Barbecue. They'll handle all your barbecue needs. What you got, man?
Man,
what's wrong with this thing?
I done wrecked my kayak, man.
What'd you do? Run into a weather buoy out there?
Yeah, I ran into one of those weather buoys. Yeah, I sure did, man.
Then what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about all this?
I don't know, man. I got to go and see that lady.
Insurance?
Ma'am?
Insurance?
I don't have any insurance.
He should have went to Crease Insurance Agency out on 231 and got him some insurance. Now he's got to pay cash money for his kayak, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Listen to the beach worker right here. He's got to pay cash for his kayaks. Visit Mike Crease, the Crease Agency, the only insurance agent you'll ever need.
Hey, Neil!
Man, you all right?
What have you done now?
Man, I fell off the roof, man.
What are you stapling lights up there?
Yeah, man, I'm hurt bad this time.
You back?
Yeah, I might need a cane, man.
Oh my God, a scooter too?
Yeah, they got scooters at Jason Jones' place.
And call Jason Jones, the official oxygen of all Troy. Jason Jones at Jones Medical. Go see him, give him a call. They will hook you up with all injuries, everything. Wally, you fell off this ladder?
Yeah, I did.
Jason Jones, Jones Medical.
No idea.
Hey, they were in Birmingham last night.
Kiss,
man.
I knew that. I knew they were in Birmingham last
Yeah.
night. Hey,
All right.
Charles Henderson, Pike Live, and Brantley all won their area championships in baseball this year. How awesome is that?
That is real good.
And I'm going to tell you something. We've already mentioned this on the show a couple weeks ago. But this is pretty awesome. This is pretty awesome. For the bulk of the season, right here in Crenshaw County, right next door, Brantley, baseball and softball have been ranked number one in 1A softball and baseball pretty much the whole year. That's impressive. Man. What an athletic program. And that's just, I had to mention that again. I mean, that's really, really something else right there. And we're going to, before we get into how people have done and what's coming up, let's go ahead and talk about Goshen softball. And
we got a player of the week.
That's right.
Out of Goshen.
And let me set the stage a little bit. Over the last several years, Goshen softball has been very good in their division, but they have struggled with Ayrton. And here in the last week or so, they beat Ayrton, their nemesis. And a little girl was special in that game, and her name is Lexi McClendon. And her daddy's a detective here for the police department. But Lexi, they finally got over the hump and beat Ayrton, which was their nemesis for years. And she only allowed 2 unearned runs in the entire game. She pitched all 7 innings, and also she had 3 hits in the game. And that is deserving of Sports Chat with Neil and Wally, Marco's Pizza
of the Week,
Player of the Week. And Lexi, you win a Marco's large 1-topping pizza. Just give them a call and tell them you're the Player of the Week for Sports Chat with Neil and Wally.
Now your dad can't have it.
Brian can't have none. No, this is your pizza. And congratulations, and also congratulations to Goshen softball with Amy Wart down there doing a fantastic job. And that's our Player of the Week. And Wally, if you'll go ahead and run down some local baseball.
Well, Neil, there ain't much left.
I know.
I know. Charles Henderson, they're going to play down in Dothan Monday, and that's it.
Right.
Then Valley is coming to play next Friday. That's the opening season. And then Ayrton, the same with them. They got GW Long this Thursday. GW Long, and then they start. They I want to say they got their first in that area.
Speaking of GW Long, they're rocking and rolling in softball as well. They won the state championship last year. They're going to win it again this year.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And let's see, Neil, we got Brundage, Pike County. They're going to be playing New Brockton.
Yep.
And then I know we're really up close time.
Yep.
So you want to do some of your gang softball?
Yeah. Charles Henderson, they were in Dothan this weekend. They play at Eufaula on the 15th and at Opp on the 16th and Slocum at Slocum. So 3 travel games for the Charles Henderson softball team coming up this next week. And the Ayrton, the girls they are at Slocum and at Dothan and at Pike County this week. And let's see, Pike County girls are in the Elba Tune-Up Tournament, and Goshen is they got Zion Chapel. They're at Zion Chapel. They're at Pleasant Home on the 18th, and Carroll is they play Eufaula and Geneva County this week, and the number 1 ranked Brantley Bulldogs play Bringing the Heat, the Florala also, and Pleasant Home. And that's about it for softball. And like I said, GW Long is ranked number 1 and probably going to win the state again this year. And then we want to get straight into the Troy Recreation.
Yeah, the
Troy Recreation. Yeah, David, if you'll put those standings up for the Dixie Miners. This is baseball. The Dodgers are 3-0. The Rockies are 3-0. The Twins are 2-0. The Angels and the Dixie Miners are 1-2. The Astros are 1-3. The Braves are 1-3, and the Giants just haven't quite got it rolling yet, 0-3. And in the Dixie Youth, the Dodgers are 2-0, the Braves are 2-1, the Red Sox are 2-1, the Phillies are 2-2, the Brewers are 1-2, and the Cubs are going to get it rolling soon. They're 0-3. And in the Farm League, the Cardinals are winning everything at 3-0. The Nationals are 2-0. The Phillies are 2-0, and the White Sox are 2-0. Boy, somebody's got to lose a game somewhere along in there. The Dodgers are 2-1. The Red Sox are 2-2. The Astros are 1-2, and winless are the Braves, Orioles, and Twins. And in the pre-minors, the Braves are 3-1. The Marlins are 2-1. The Rangers are 2-1. The Rockies are 2-1. The Angels and A's are both 1-2 and 1-3, and the Twins hadn't got rocking and rolling yet on that. And on the softball, the Angels, the Tigers are 3-0, the Patriots are 2-1, the Vipers are 1-2, and the Lady Braves are 0-3. And in the Darlings, the Diamond Divas are 2-1, the Maniacs are 2-1, the Misfits, I like that.
I like that, Misfits.
2-0, the Pride are 0-3, and in the Ponytails, the Bad News Babes are 3-0, the Crush are 3-1. Laverne also plays in this league to travel back and forth, and the Sharks are 1-2, and the She-Hawks are 0-4. Bless the She-Hawks. They won it last year, so they had it coming this year. The Ladybugs and the Sweeties are 2-0. The Dixie Chicks are 1-1, and the Pride is 0-2. And we hope everybody is enjoying their recreation ball teams, whether you've won them all, won some, or won just a few. And I wanted to go over some softball rankings real quick, Wally. And because some of our girls are in there. Lamp is ranked number 5 and 4. They're a Montgomery team. GW Long ranked number 1 in 2A, and that's going to wrap it up here tonight. And we appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you next Sunday night on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally.